and we've got what should be a great one here between and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On the double. 560.
Two and a throw right away. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Powers through him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of the tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Ready up.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Howell's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Howell now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He finds his target, Allen.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
10 cycles.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Strike.
as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers first down.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's again complete to Palmer. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Howell looking to throw again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second down at 5. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they go play action with Howell. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Up the middle with Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch. Made over 24-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Clock with 6. Your blue. Claws red.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Center's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Howell throwing for it.
And, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Channing Tindall.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Howell's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Eckler.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Tua. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check kick.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, And Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, Howell. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here's second and 10. Second down, Howell now. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Howell to the air on first and 10. This is swung out to Eckler. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From midfield, here's Tua. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Throwing again on second down. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Howell.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Finding Allen.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Dolphins have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down throw for Howell.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Channing Tindall.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Your catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers.
First down, Howell to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Howell with one final shot.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. At the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Dolphins, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4.